America's special envoy for Middle East peace, George Mitchell, arrives at Ramallah for a meeting with Palestinian President Mahmood Abbas, wrapping up a two-day visit to Israel and Palestine. Appearing comfortable and in good humor, the American envoy overstayed his scheduled time in Ramallah by half an hour. Calling the Palestinians partners, Mitchell said the only viable solution to the regional conflict was the creation of a Palestinian state.
Israelis and Palestinians have a responsibility to meet their obligations under the roadmap. It's not just their responsibility, we believe it's in their interests as well. And we all share an obligation to create the conditions for the prompt resumption and early conclusion of negotiations.
Chief Palestinian negotiator SAEB EREKAT agreed, saying Palestinians would continue fulfilling their obligations as stated in the roadmap for peace.
We know the end game that was specified in the roadmap, in the Arab Peace Initiative and agreement signed. It is a two-state solution, a state of Palestine living side by side in peace and security with the state of Israel. And for this, we're going to stay the course and stand shoulder to shoulder with you, Senator Mitchell, in order to help you and enable you to achieve the goal of ending the Israeli occupation that began 1967 and achieving the two-state solution. Thank you, Senator.
Mitchell will meet Israeli opposition leader Tzipi Livni before continuing his regional tour, which will take him to Cairo, Beirut, and Damascus. In contrast with his meetings with the Israelis, Mitchell had no convincing to do in Ramallah. It's clear observers say this American administration wants to pick up the tempo of peacemaking, and it's inviting the international community to share the burden of supporting those efforts. It's a departure, many say, from the traditional American monopoly over peace efforts in the Middle East. While pleased with Mitchell's statements, Palestinian officials remain concerned the Israelis will drag their feet. Proof, they say, Netanyahu delaying the announcement of his policy towards peace until next week, buying yet more time to create new facts on the occupied Palestinian homeland.